What is good, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Justin. You guys are here with JustInkD. So did you just get a new tattoo a couple days ago and now you were either starting to see flaking, peeling, or possibly scabbing? I'm going to tell you right now, there's absolutely no need to worry. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the whole day-by-day process, the things you need to avoid / watch out for, and finally, the do's and don'ts of caring for a peeling tattoo. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys are new to the channel, I want to welcome you. In this channel, we pretty much talk about all things that are tattoo related, my experience, opinions, but most importantly, my journey towards getting my tattoos and working towards a bodysuit. So go subscribe, join the community, because I got some great news. I got a new tattoo plan very soon and you don't want to miss it. So another reason to go subscribe. But let's get to today's video, guys. Let's go. So I'm going to start off with why your tattoo starts to peel to begin with. So if you guys are new and unaware to this, a tattoo is an open wound to the skin. You have a needle that is puncturing you thousands of times per minute over any period of time, whether it be a short amount of period of time or a long period of time. And in this time, your body's natural response to this trauma to its skin and to your body is to try to heal it. Usually you just get a new layer of skin that heals over, and then that begins to flake off. It's going to feel itchy, it's going to feel dry. And this is all natural and something to expect when you get a new tattoo. I'm going to get now into, if you see ink in the skin when it's falling off. And that is fine too, because sometimes the ink isn't deposited far enough into the skin. You have the epidermis and then you have the dermis of the skin. The tattoo, and the tattoo artist is good, he's going to deposit as much as he can into the dermis, which is the lower layer of the skin. Sometimes some ink doesn't make it that far and it stays in the epidermis, and that will just flake off. But for the most part, guys, if you guys are watching this right now freaking out because your tattoo is peeling, you guys don't need to worry. It is a natural response. So I'm going to start off with, when does a tattoo start to peel? Now, it may vary from person to person, but usually I find it starts around the 4 to 5 day mark. That's what a lot of people experience. But again, it will vary, again, person to person, and that is because of many different factors, either being how big the tattoo is, how your body responds to healing, how healthy you are, how healthy your skin is. There are many different things that come into play. So I will say that it can start as soon as day 2, day 3, or it can start as soon as day 7. But usually from day 3 to day 7 is when you will start to see tattoo peeling and flaking. Some people find it can last up to a month. So don't be afraid if you are in this whole month time span and your tattoo is still flaking. Now for me, I usually find it on the average on that about day 4, day 5 mark. And I usually see that it stops and it finishes about a week and a half to the 2 week mark. There are things you got to watch out for though when it's healing. And I've had a couple of you guys message me about this, and that is my tattoo looks kind of cloudy. It doesn't look as vibrant. It doesn't have that same color that it initially did. And that is just because your tattoo, your first layer of the skin is healed and flaked off. But the layers under it, and there are many layers of your skin before you get to the tattoo where your tattoo sits in it, in the dermis, those skin layers are still healing as well. So you got to give it time, and that's usually about a month before you finally see that vibrance and that pop that your tattoo is supposed to have. So I want you guys to go and comment and let me know, how long does it usually take for you to start to peel or flake? Now, I want everybody to comment because I want people to go into the comments and see that everybody else is different. But I also want to kind of get them to get an understanding of an average day that, other people are experiencing. So I have real life examples for them. So I would appreciate if you guys do that for me and for everybody else. So go ahead and comment. Now, there are a couple reasons why your tattoo may heal at different times. The first one is the location. There are different spots on your body that are used to more wear and tear than other parts. Like say your elbows, your fingers, your knees, those type of areas are used to, taking abuse. So they do take a lot longer to heal than say more tender areas like your inner bicep, your forearm. Then also the size, you will notice that a tattoo of say like my Hercules, that one's a big piece, big surface area. It's gonna have a lot more flaking, a lot more time to heal than say a really small little piece of tattoo that you get on say your forearm. And then also, the color that is used. I know colors usually need to be packed more into the skin, so that may also take longer to heal. And then I also want to get into what method you use for healing. I use the bar and soap method, and then I use moisturizer. And depending on how you use your aftercare products will also determine how long your tattoo heals. There is another method that I can't wait to try soon, and that is usually we use it with Saniderm, but it is any second skin. It allows your body to lock in all its natural fluids. It just ends up taking a lot longer, and you barely even see flaking with this process. So I can't speak for it yet, but I am going to do it soon, and I will come back at you guys soon with how that goes. So now during the healing process, these are some things that you may experience and you gotta watch out for. The first one is that now it's gonna start to feel dry. Now your skin, you're gonna tell that it'll look dry. It'll actually have cracks in it. It'll almost look like the ground in like the Sahara Desert. And in this case, you're gonna want to start moisturizing the tattoo and stop using healing ointment. That's what I like to do. As soon as I start to see it either flake or look dry, I move on to the moisturizer. Now I like to apply moisturizer about 1 to 2 times a day, depending on, again, how the skin is. If you guys have really good skin, you may only need to apply it once, but if you guys have really dry skin, don't be afraid, apply it twice. Just make sure it's a nice thin layer. You don't want to overdo it just because you want the skin to also breathe as well. You don't want to have it suffocated. Make sure to rub it in nicely so your skin really absorbs it. And then also, you're going to see in this time, it is going to be super itchy. Now, I have said it before and I'll say it again. When it is itchy, do not scratch it, slap it. Don't be afraid to like hit it hard. I'm telling you, it works, and it works great. So now we're gonna get into the do's and don'ts of healing for a peeling tattoo. So the first is you want to make sure you are wearing loose clothing. Now you want to do this just because you don't want to have something tight on your body. It stops the tattoo from breathing, and then also with tight clothing, you have the chance of it running and prematurely taking off, flaking, scabbing, and all that, which leads to, like I said, taking out ink prematurely. So you want to watch over that. Next one is give your body time to heal and do its own natural process. Your body has just went through a traumatic experience. It had an open wound. It is trying to heal itself. Give your body time. I know some people stress and start freaking out when it's not starting to peel, when it's like day 6 or day 7 and they start freaking out. Don't worry. Just give your body time. It will do its thing. The next do I want you guys to do is make sure you're drinking lots of water and getting lots of sleep. Now I say this because when you drink lots of water, that means your skin is being well replenished along with your whole body. And then along with more sleep, your body is healthier and it is well rested. It's able to heal better. So drinking water and getting a good amount of sleep will definitely help out in healing your tattoo better and faster. The final do, and I think this is the biggest one, is just keep it moisturized. When your tattoo starts to flake and peel, you're going to feel that it's very stiff. It's going to almost feel like you can't move it at some points. Now, in this case, you're just going to want to put moisturizer on because it will alleviate, 1, the itchiness, and 2, the stiffness. So you will feel a lot better when you add moisturizer on. But again, you don't want to overdo it. You want to put it on about 1 to 2 times a day, depending on your body type and how dry your skin is. Now let's get into the do not. So the first do not is do not pick or pull at any scabs or flakes. You don't want to do this because that either scab or flake may be attached to some healthy skin. And if you pick it, you run the chance of either opening some kind of wound, or you also run the risk of prematurely taking that skin out with ink that is attached to it. And you just don't want to do that. So make sure you do not pick or pull at any scabbing or flaking. So the next one is do not itch, scratch, or rub that tattooed area. Now you don't want to do this because, like the picking and pulling one, you run the chance of taking out prematurely any scabbing, any flaking that has ink attached to it. But also you run the chance of putting your dirty hands on the tattoo, and you have the chance of rubbing in, dirt, bacteria, whatever into the tattooed area, which can lead to infection as well. So you want to watch that. A fast slap, like I said, does the trick. So the last don't is do not submerge your tattoo in water. Now I said this many times and I've done many videos on this, but you don't want to do that because when you put your tattoo in water and your skin in water for long periods of time, your skin relaxes and it opens its pores, and when that happens, you have the chance of possibly diluting the tattoo by letting it sink out. I've seen it on my buddy, it's happened, and it just becomes a lot less faded. You can tell the difference if you go up close. So really watch that. Do not submerge it. Do not go swimming. Don't go jacuzzis, lakes, oceans, even showers. Watch it. Go in, get out. Don't let water hit the tattoo for long periods of time until about the 2-week mark, when your tattoo is fully healed. You get that full new layer of skin on the tattoo, and you don't have to worry about it seeping out because it's fully encased in new layers of skin. Guys, this is future me coming at you. I forgot to mention one thing, and that is when you are showering or washing your tattoo, don't be afraid to wash it and have the flakes come off as you are washing it. That is another natural process, If you start seeing a lot come off, that is fine. Just don't overdo it and don't over kind of scrub it. Wash gentle in circular motions, and then if it falls off, it falls off. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But don't be stressed. You can still wash your tattoo, and if you see stuff coming off, totally fine. But back to previous me. So guys, let me know in the comments what type of method you use for healing your tattoo when it's peeling. Do you use the wet method with, Saniderm or some type of second skin that locks in, your natural liquids? Do you use the method that I use, and that is the more, regular method of soap and moisturizer? Or do you do what some artists recommend and do absolutely nothing? Let me know. It'll help definitely me out in terms of knowing what you guys do, and it'll also help everybody that is looking and also trying to figure out what method may work best for them. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it in any way. It does help this channel out immensely. Don't forget to comment like I just said, and subscribe. I got that tattoo coming very soon. You don't want to miss it. And then finally, I just want to say thank you guys so much for giving me your time. I always appreciate it. Until next time, Justin out. Later, guys.